morning, viewers. Well, it's a foggy old morning, and I've returned to the site I was at a few weeks ago, where there used to be an old house, and I've got a few coins out of this area then. Anyhow, I'm just having another go here this morning with my Equinox. I've got the big coil on now, and I've been going for a while, just finding lots of rubbish, as you do around these sorts of places. And here's my first find of any consequence, which is just an old button. Anyhow, we'll carry on and hope for something a bit better. Oh well, so far this morning I'm not having much joy. I thought that this might have been a coin. It come in at 20 on the Knox, but it's only a little round lump of lead. I can only wonder what that might have come from. Oh well. Okay, that big tree in the centre, near the base of that, that's where I found lovely 1825 shilling last time I was here. So I've just been going around the banks of the creek and covering this area. I haven't found any coins or anything. It's just shotties and bullets and nothing much really. It looks as though my luck might change, because I dug a good signal here, and I reckon I might have my first coin for the day. Oh, I can't tell what it is really. It looks like Queen Victoria, I think, if the camera will focus. Yeah, Queen Victoria, so it'd be a Victorian halfpenny. Oh well, at least I've got one coin for the day. Crikeys, look at the size of that ant. Even if we find nothing else today, we'll always find one of these things. Brace buckles. Sort of in the bank of the creek. Now that's a good signal. I wonder what's there. Oh well, I dug it out, and that's all it was. Just a washer. Oh well, let's keep going. I'm just under a big old red gum tree here, and I got a signal which was a little bit iffy, sort of positive, but not real solid. And it looks as though I found a silver ring. Ah. Yeah, that's something a bit different, a bit unusual. Okay, it's heading for lunchtime now, and the fog's finally lifted. Took a long time, but it's still a absolutely perfect day for detecting. And I've got a great signal down here, and in the hole I can see a penny by the looks of it. Yeah, there's Britannia. So it'll be a Vicky penny. And I'll clean it up when I get home. Second coin for the day. I found a few of these on this site, pieces of lead with a circular shape. I think they were used to mend old pots that had holes in them. And of course they've come out, ended up in the ground, and I've dug them up years and years later. Come in at about 18 or 20 on the Knox. Okay, it's about lunchtime. I'm sort of on my way back to the ute, and I'm taking the long way around. There's a bit of a swampy area here, and it's dry at the moment, and I'm just sort of wandering over that, and I've got a good signal here. and I think I might have a little silver coin. Oh, can't tell what that is at all. Pretty poor condition. Anyhow, I'll try and clean it up when I get home. Okay, I've just wandered into an area I've never been before. Bit of a swampy area. In the winter time it would be anyhow. It's dry now though. I've got a signal here and I pulled up this old buckle. Yeah, first signal I got from this area. What a magnificent spot and what a magnificent day. Just making my way around the edges of this little mostly dried up lagoon. And I got a great signal and I dug a deep hole, and yes, there is a coin down here. Not in very good condition. It's probably a Victorian penny, I'd say, by the size of it. But I'll clean it up when I get home and we'll see a bit more of it, hopefully. Excellent. Okay, viewers, get a load of this signal. What do you reckon? Big silver? Let's dig it and find out. Okay, just dug it up, just a shallow hole, and haha, look at that. What have we got here? Something big and thick. Oh, not sure what that is. Possibly a token. I've got my little squirter bottle, so I'll see if we can get a bit more out of it. Oh yes, I can see Britannia there. Looking at that, I reckon it could be either a Victorian or a Georgian penny. I think it might even be Georgian. I'll just wipe it on my jeans. I reckon it could be a George III penny. Wow. By far today's best find. Anyhow, I'll clean it up properly when I get home and have a proper look at it. It's a luck you can have sometimes when you just try a new area that you've never tried before. Anyhow, I think it's lunchtime now. Okay, I've had lunch now and I'm returning to the area where I've just found those couple other old coins. There's a section here with a bit of a mound. I just wondered if there used to be a building here because I've dug a rubbish target here and there's bits of brick and stuff in the ground. I'm just detecting in that area where I found the Georgian penny, but so far no more coins. So I've just dug a signal at 12 and I found this little object. Now what that is, I have no idea. Okay, I'll keep going. Okay, here's a little musket or pistol ball. First one of those I found today. You know, in this whole area where I found that Georgia third penny, I never found hardly another signal. Certainly no more coins anyhow. So that's just how it goes. I was just lucky enough to get it. So it's almost time for me to go home now. So I'll just slowly work my way back to the ute, and be nice to find another coin, but if not, well, I suppose I'll just go home happy with what I've got. Okay, on to a closer look at today's better finds. Here's a small thimble from today which by mistake ended up in my rubbish bucket. It's actually the first unsquashed thimble I've found for ages, and it's got some letters on the side which could read Riga. And what really strikes me about this thimble is just how small it is. Here it is on the end of my small finger. They must have taught their kids to sew from a very early age back in the old days. Here's a close-up detail from today's brace buckle. It's dated 1871. Okay, onto the coins. Here's a fairly crusty Victorian penny, and it's dated 1867. And here's the penny I found next to that water hole. It's dated 1907, and on the other side under all that crud is Edward VII. Because it was so deep in the ground, I would have thought it might have been an older penny than that. And here's the first coin I found today, an 1889 halfpenny, and it's in reasonable condition too. Here's that small silver coin I found in that swamp area. I think it used to be a threepence, but it looks as though someone's taken to it with a hammer, and there's absolutely no detail left on it at all. Oh well. Alright, onto that big old Georgian penny which gave me such a great signal today. Unfortunately it's fairly worn, but at least I can see there's some detail on it. On the other side I can clearly see George III there, but unfortunately it's just a bit too far gone to see any writing or date on it. When I turn it in certain lights I can almost imagine I can see the date 1806 on the bottom, but I couldn't be too sure about that. Near the base of a big old red gum tree is a fairly unusual place to find a silver ring, but that's where this one came from. It's just plain with no markings on it, and it would be interesting to know the story behind it. So with a few old coins and other interesting bits and pieces, I had quite a good day today. But just before I finish up, some of you might have seen my last video which is from the same site. And I left you with this mystery item, which was a mystery to me at the time, but since then it's been identified, and many thanks to Sambo for that. It's actually the top part of an old powder flask. The flask in this photo dates back to 1850. Over the years I've dug parts of the flasks when out detecting, sometimes with quite attractive designs on them, but never a top like this before. Obviously the lever was used to get the correct amount of powder into the firearm. Anyhow, at least I know what my mystery item is, so I just thought I might share that information with all of you out there. Okay, well that's about all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you all next time again.